Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are just going to jump right into this because the title says it all. What they won't tell you, but I will. I wish somebody would have told me what going natural was going to be like, but nobody told me. So let's just jump into the first thing. Okay, so going natural is not for the faint-hearted. It is also not for someone with low self-esteem. Here's why. When you go natural, when you decide to go natural, you're going to have, for some reason, everybody seems to think that they can tell you their opinion about your hair. The minute you go natural, everybody and their mamas, grandmamas, aunties, sisters, cousins, uncles, daddies, brothers, sons, nephews, great-grandchildren, preemie babies, not preemie babies, mature babies, grown babies will tell you what you should or shouldn't do with your hair. If you have a problem with your self-esteem, if your self-esteem is not okay, if it's not primo, you're not going to be able to be a natural. All right, so if you don't have your self-esteem intact before you go natural, just be prepared to really just have a lot of depressed days inside of your bed, because once you go natural, there's no getting that hair back until it starts to grow out on its own time frame. So mindset really plays a factor in you being natural. You got to be okay with yourself in your own beauty. I don't mean beauty like in, you know, how pretty you are, but be okay with showing your true self. If you're not, natural is not for you. Really, to me, the biggest thing about going natural was figuring out why I was doing this. If you're going natural because it's on trend or it's trending, it's not going to be for you. You're going to find yourself going back to perm hair somehow. But if you're going natural for, and you know why you're going natural, but for your own personal reasons, maybe you've never really seen your hair natural, then you know, you go natural and you're going to keep it up because you're going to end up loving what comes out of your hair. So it's not for the faint-hearted. Like, it's not for somebody that's just trying to be trendy. It's not that. Like, it really is a mindset. It really is something that you stick to, right? That you'll end up sticking to if you're doing it for the right reasons. Number 2, transitioning is not easy. It is, it's hard. I have been natural for 2 years now. Let me say, I love my natural hair now. I didn't always love it. I had periods where I hated it. In the beginning, I decided that I was going to transition my hair, and I transitioned semi-successfully for 2 months and then was fed up, and I was like, what am I doing? And I cut that sucker off. I couldn't deal with the two textures. Nobody tells you that transitioning is going to be hard, or at least I didn't find anybody telling me that transitioning my hair was going to be hard. I saw you either did it or you didn't. But my hair has always, for as long as I can remember, been permed. I didn't know what my natural texture looked like. I didn't know what it felt like. I only had 2 words in my hair vocabulary when my hair was perm. That's straight and nappy. Now that I'm natural, I don't even use the word nappy. That word doesn't even exist to me. It's not even a real word to describe your hair texture. Your hair's not nappy. But once my hair started to grow out, my natural hair, I had this straight texture, and then I had this what I thought was nappy texture. And because my whole entire life I had only had permed hair, I only knew how to take care of hair the way that I took care of permed hair. And I didn't have anybody to tell me that these 2 different textures had to be taken care of 2 completely different ways. So what I found out was that I started to have tangled, matted hair, which was the permed hair, and this just extremely what I thought was nappy, horrible texture, which made me say, I don't ever want to have natural hair because look at how nappy it is. The problem was, like I said, nappy doesn't describe your hair texture. It's because you've never seen your hair texture before. And for me, I'd never seen it. I didn't know what it was, and I had only heard the word nappy. So I got fed up 2 months in, and I just cut the permed hair off. Which leads me into my number 3. It hits me here, y'all. You are going to have an ugly phase. It's true. Mine was a length kind of thing. I was in a length that I didn't really like. When I cut my hair initially, when I did my big chop, let's be real, I had one day where I said, why did I do this? And then I was like, well, it's already gone, so I might as well not even dwell on it. That's just the person I am. Then I was real cute. Like, I was styling it. It was short. It was cute. I was rocking it. And then all of a sudden it started to grow. And I went through this phase where I was like, I don't even know what to do with it, right? Like, where was it? How did it? I didn't know what to do with it. And to me, it was so ugly. Why is my nose always itch? I should leave that in for Kyle. To me, the length was just... It wasn't medium length, it wasn't long, it wasn't short anymore. It was this really weird in-between length. You know how when kids come out the womb, they're super cute and they're fuzzy, and then they get between 5 and 8 and they're just ugly? Like that, don't lie. Like, y'all all had them kids. There's like a rare amount of kids that don't go through an ugly phase. We all did. I did too. Our hair is gonna go through an ugly phase. Yours will go through an ugly phase. Just be prepared and be upfront with yourself and say, okay, this is what's gonna happen. It's cool. Let me figure out how to work through it. Maybe I'll wear some protective hairstyles right now. Maybe I'll throw on a wig while I'm going through this hideous, ugly phase, or throw on a couple of hats like I did and just call it a day. But when it's in its ugly phase, don't say to yourself, you know, my hair is ugly, this is how my hair is going to be. It's not. It's just going through a phase where it's growing and it's figuring itself out. Which leads me to number 4. Your hair texture is going to change. When I first cut my hair, I was for sure that I was 4C, and then my hair grew out, and now I noticed that my hair it had multi textures in it. It had a number of different textures, and now it's kind of settling around the 4B area. I'm really surprised at that, because I was for sure that my hair was 4C, but it was just so short that I couldn't tell what it was, and it needed time to grow out and grow into its own. Now, did it change? I don't know, but it's not the same as it was when I first cut it. So taking care of your hair and working with your hair, you'll really start to see what your hair's actual texture is. And if you notice that it changes, go along with your hair, rather than, this takes me to my number 5 point, rather than forcing your hair to do something that it doesn't want to do. You can't make your hair do whatever it doesn't want to do. If that nap does not want to lay down, it's not going to lay down. If that kitchen does not want to be touched, it's not going to lay down. If your hair doesn't want to go into a ponytail, it's going to look lumpy. Look, okay. When you go natural, you have to understand that your hair is its own entity. You are working with it. You're not forcing it to conform to your standards. If it wants to be wild and free, figure out how to work with it wild and free. Don't try to confine it. Don't try to force it to do something that you want it to do, because it's not going to work. You're going to find that products that you're trying to use don't work. You're going to find that hairstyles you're going to do might not work. Maybe a twist out works for that person, but it doesn't work for you. That's okay. Maybe twist outs are just not going to work for you. Maybe Bantu knots work for you, but it doesn't work for the next person. That's okay. It's what your hair likes. So when you're in your natural hair journey, you're going to notice that some things work for your hair, some things your hair loves, some things your hair doesn't, which leads me to number 6. Don't be a product junkie. Do not, when you cut your hair, go out to the beauty supply and buy every single product that you heard your latest YouTuber talk about. If you've seen something where you're like, okay, I've been trying these things, this doesn't work, I've seen this person use this, maybe this will work, great. 1 or 2 products here and there, but really your hair is going to tell you whether or not this is going to work. So if you go out and spend all your money on all these different products thinking that it's going to work for your hair, you're going to come to find out that your hair doesn't like this, or your hair likes this over this. So really take it easy. You don't need a cabinet full of products. Don't waste your money. If you can return stuff, great. Like, hold on to receipts. Try it for a week or 2. If it doesn't work, take it back, exchange it. Save your money. I'm all about saving the point. Be chill on the products in that. Heat is not the devil. When you go natural, heat is not the devil. Like, if somebody wants to, if you want to straighten your hair, if you want to use a blow dryer and, you know, dry your hair. It's fine. Like, heat is not the devil. Just use a heat protectant and take care of your hair. Being natural to me means I'm not using harsh chemicals like the perm, because to be honest, there's chemicals in everything. Like, you can't get away from it. Like, I think our shampoos and our conditioners have chemicals in them, so I'm not technically chemical free, but I'm not straightening my hair. So I guess that's really what being natural means to me. It's my natural texture, and I'm trying to take care of my hair you know, as naturally as I possibly can without putting a relaxer in it. So there it is. Those are the things that I think those are the things that I wish somebody would have talked to me about before I went natural. I'm, like I said, 2 years in, and I love my natural hair. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Yeah, so I hope that these things help you in your natural hair journey. If you have any tips, like if you're going natural and you feel like, you know, I could add to this conversation, I would love to talk about it. Like, what is something that nobody told you about going natural that you found out when you went natural and you're like, sweet Jeebus, let me share this with somebody else? Like, let me know in the comments. And if you're interested, I know that one big part of going natural is our wash days. I'm going to have a link here in the box somewhere. I think it's going to be up over here. That's going to talk to you guys about my wash day and why I do not have long wash days anymore. If you're interested in looking at that, click the link. I will also have it linked in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next video. Come here, Come here,